Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. Empowerment begins today within, and we are transforming confidence into impact. Klaudia, let's continue because this is a great conversation. Let's talk about money because money talk is often considered taboo. It's how, women approach it so differently, whether they're negotiating their worth, whether it's a salary, whether it's a business deal, or even a partnership. And I mean, like a personal partnership as well. We always underestimate ourselves and we always charge lower than men. So, what can we do to help us negotiate our worth?
Well, I mean, the first thing that you need to do is never take the first offer that they give you, because I think when you do that, you're really selling yourself short. Do your research. Take a look at what whether it's your career or whether it's your company. Take a look at the value. Like, go on online, see what companies are valued at, see what job positions are valued at. Because when you go in there and you're prepared, then you're able to negotiate on a fair playing field because you know what you're worth. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes a lot of women do is they go in there and they take whatever job offer that they're given without actually doing their due diligence of seeing what is the market value for my experience, my background, my knowledge, everything that I've done or accomplished. And I think that those are all very valuable aspects of your career that are worthy and should be taken into consideration when you are negotiating, any type of salary or bonus or commission. So I think that's really important, is do your due diligence. You yourself know your worth. Do not settle for any less, because if you do, you're not going to be happy, and you want to be able to make sure that you're confident as well. So by making sure that you do your research and know what the market value is for that position out there, you're able to come full forward with confidence and be able to negotiate in a very proper and fair manner.
So, Claudia, leadership from women often comes with labels like she's too much or she's too soft. How do we navigate these stereotypes while staying authentic?
I think when you take a look at people's comments, I really think, how much value do you hold to what other people think of you? A lot of these successful people in life, I follow so many different types of individuals and businesses, and all of them say, like, when you start listening to what other people think, you're never going to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve because you're constantly hearing things in your ears. So, know yourself well. And I think once you know yourself and believe in yourself, there's no such thing as defining as too soft or too aggressive. If it was a man, no one would ever say that. They'd say, "Oh, he's ambitious," or he's a good negotiator. But with women, it's always some type of critique. So let go of the critique. Don't listen to the critique. Know yourself and be able to have the confidence and worthiness within yourself. And that's why I say, like, empowerment starts within. And once you start to put the power within yourself and know who you are and know what you bring to the table, then all this kind of chit chatter from other people, it doesn't mean anything to you, because your focus is on yourself and your business or your career and where you want to go and the impact that you're making to other people. And that really is all that matters. So I think that's what leadership is to me, is really being able to be your true authentic self and own your own power, and not really listen to what anyone else has to say, because once you believe in yourself, then what anyone else says does not really matter.
But what do you say to a woman who actually doesn't believe in herself and she doesn't have those leadership qualities? She's still trying to form from within and just has that self doubt and always listens to that negativity that pulls her down. So, what do you say to that person?
For people that really struggle, I always say find a great mentor, because I feel like when you find a great mentor that can help you, whether it be a coach, whether it be, someone that is who you aspire to be in the area or field that you want to get into. Once you find yourself a mentor, you're able to kind of express that, and they can help guide you in those areas. That's why there's so many wonderful people that are like in leadership workshops or life coaches that can really help guide you along that way, because you do have to find it within yourself. And it's a lot of self-love. It's a lot of being able to, take a look at your own inner strengths and being able to list down all the great things that you do, because that's what it is. One of the things I find with so many women is that they can accomplish so many great things, and they never take credit for all the great things that they
Yeah.
accomplish. But the minute one thing goes wrong, that's the one thing that they focus on. And I think that's where we need to change that mindset to be like, well, what about all those other 10 things that you did that were wonderful? Why are you focusing on the one? So I think a lot of the times what we need to do is really be able to, within ourselves, to really focus on, well, wait a minute. Yes, that's the one
Hold
thing,
that
but
thought, Claudia. Sorry, we'll be right back.